Welcome to another episode of the Meat Game Podcast with Brando, Fieldy and Hamish.
He's not actually here this time, is he?
He's here in
spirit.
in spirit.
We're gonna have his brother Butch here soon.
His
though.
brother's getting operated on at the moment, and then he'll be in the office here, so he'll be our office bull, and then we've got Hamish, the podcaster.
Yeah. So we better give them a shout out. Eversons, thank you very much for letting us utilise the facilities.
Yes, so I've got a bit of a different setting here today, guys. The Bear's from Curry, so Curry to Nelson Bay is quite a hike, so we thought we'll meet in the middle. Give you a bit of a different setting to look at.
We're already here. We've already done loadout.
Yeah, we've loaded out Sunday morning, guys. We've loaded, 25 tonne of meat out, loaded a couple of trucks, and now we're on the pod.
Yeah, so if we look busted, it's not because we had a big night, it's because we've just had a big morning.
We did a bit of a live. I don't know how you went with that, but anyway, we thought we'll just, give us a look at what we do. So.
And if they look busted, it's not because they worked hard, I'll give you the tip.
We did, mate, we did. We put the cameras on and then we started working hard.
Some of us had
and I stuffed it up. We unloaded half the truck, and then we got to the 300 kilo pluses, and then I turned the camera on. I was like, I fucking pulled the wrong rein here. You know,
Should have done it earlier.
Yeah, when the light ones were on, we looked like we knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
Guys, I just want to kick off by thanking our major sponsor, Icon Pact, which consists of
Oh, you're an on-dooger.
CBS, the Dalles, CBS, Neald & Co,
NBL.
2 NBLs,
Dunningham's
in New Zealand. That's the lot, isn't it?
Yep.
And then we've got Tramontina. We thank them for our knife wall. And Taste Merchant Rubs. Elevate your cooking with Taste Merchant Rubs and sauces. And he's got all sorts of stuff coming on, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And we keep making him, or telling him to do more. Yeah, we've got a few more things in the pipeline. So.
Bear, what did you think of the Hamish rub the other day on that leg of lamb we done?
That was elite. There was none left anyway.
Nah, it was good.
Yeah, it disappeared real quick.
Yeah. So what we done, we butterflied a leg of lamb, put the Hamish rub over the top, over the bottom, and then we done it in the slow cooker for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was solid.
Tender as a butcher's heart.
It come out prime, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good rub. So yeah, that was on lamb. So we're going to try it on all different things, guys, and what we find we like, we'll let you know. So, but the lamb was an absolute belter. It was a win. So.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was very, very good. Guys, we've got Bear on today. This is the Bear. We're introducing you guys to the Bear.
This is the Bear. A lot of you guys will know this fella. He's been around for 100 years.
And looks it.
And
Thanks, fellas. Thanks.
And we try and mix it up, guys. So we've had a lot of butchers on lately, so we thought we'd mix it up. Bear is an old school meat carter.
Yeah.
Sydney meat carter. He's been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So we'd like to welcome to the show Bear. He's also known as Grant Fitzpatrick, but
Someone knows me last name.
I don't. I call it I always go, is it Fitzgerald or Fitzpatrick?
No one would know his name. You know him as Bear, and his brother was Crackers.
Yeah.
So, and no one would really. I had to really think about what his name was there, because it's just Bear and Crackers, you know.
If you say my name, I'm looking for mum or dad, mate, because they're the only ones who say it.
Someone asked me what Crackers' name is. I said, I don't know. I know it's Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Steve. Yeah, I didn't know. I've known him for years, and I couldn't think of what his real name was.
Mate, he actually went for a loan once, for a business loan. The bank rang up, and they said his name, and the people were like, don't know. The bank rang him back, said, you don't get the loan because no one's heard of you. And so he had to ring him up, tell him his name, and redo the loan application.
Did it work?
He got it, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
The bank rang work, guys, and they said, is Stephen Fitzpatrick there? They said, we don't know any Stephen Fitzpatrick. So Crackers had to ring the bank and said, when you ring back, tell them is Crackers there, you know.
Yeah, but that's the meat game.
It is.
It's a
Absolutely.
nickname, especially if you're a meat carter. So.
Yeah. But guys, main thing about Bear is you're going to see him a fair bit more. He's going to be jumping on every now and then and helping us out. We've actually gotten pretty big, pretty quick, and this thing's getting a bit hectic. So there's going to be times where Brandon and I can't be together at the same time, and Bear's going to jump on and give us a hand. So he's just like us.
Yeah.
He's just older. He's a 79 model.
He speaks better than us. So what happened, guys? And this happened the other night. We got asked to go on another podcast, KTP. Awesome podcast about rugby league. Well, it's about real football. So I'd suggest any Victorians jump on there and listen to a podcast about real football. But so he jumped on. So KTP wanted us to go out there. I couldn't do it because it was on a Tuesday night, and that's just me and Stu. That's our night together. Getting into a bit of the editing work. But Bear jumped on KTP's podcast and just spoke. I was blown away. Like,
We put him in for a trial game.
Yeah, I was blown away how well he spoke. So I said to Mark,
The coach said, "Yep, he's starting in first grade."
he's
so.
getting a start. So
Meat Game podcast is that big these days, guys. You've got to audition for it.
big shout out to the KTP podcast, guys. Jump on there and have a look. Dean Smith, shout out to you, brother. So I've sort of started watching a little bit now, and I'm really enjoying it. So jump on if you're into rugby league. It's just a great one. They just talk about everything rugby league basically. So jump on and have a look.
We're going to do a bit more with the Smitter Foundation too.
Yeah,
Brando.
also the Smitter Foundation. That's by Dean Smith from KTP. We want to get in and around that because it's about mental health, it's about bullying, and about all the good things. So, and it's funny. He's part of a foundation about anti-bullying and things like that. And I'm thinking, I don't think anyone's ever bullied him. He's a big boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's massive
and can handle himself. So.
Most people are big boys compared to you, Brian.
Is his chair right there?
Oh, mate, if anyone at home can't tell, he's sitting on about 3 yellow pages at the moment. So.
No, he's These two have a fair bit of a laugh about each other's height and stuff like that. So
Bear's been putting shit on me for the last 15 years, so it's loading trucks together and
So, Bear, where did it all start for you, mate? How did you get into the meat industry?
Mate, about 30 years ago. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. One of my brothers went to school with a girl whose father had a fat and bone truck, and he gave my brother a job. So that was, for anyone who doesn't know, back in the day, it was slide tubs in the shop, long hooks out to the truck. It was a 2-man job.
Fuck that.
Oh, mate, middle of summer, stinking trucks. It was hard yakka. And the guy's wife passed away. And he just never come back to work, handed my brother the truck and the business, said, yeah, that's yours. Didn't ask him for nothing for it. And they did that. So I just, when he was working with Mick, I used to go in on Saturdays. I was about 15. And it just started from there. It's been a family thing. I obviously didn't do it full-time first off. And then I've been full-time 16 years now. So wow. I exactly remember the day. It was 3 days. I did 3 days with my brother full-time before my 30th. Yep. And, mate, I couldn't move.
You weren't dancing on your 30th?
Mate, I was at my sister's place and she had to tell my nephews to stop jumping on me because I was in pain.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so 16 years full-time. But, yeah, about 30 years of family involvement on and off.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, very
and
good.
It does. That meat lump and caper that we were doing this morning, when you first start doing it, the first 2 weeks you go home and you're all sore. You feel like you played a footy game, and then you sort of, I don't know, your body just sort of gets used to it, doesn't it?
For the first 2 weeks, you're thinking, I'm not doing this. I can't do this.
The worst job in the world for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Once your body gets used to it. And it's one of those things too. You go on holidays and you come back and you feel it. Just it's a bit of an unusual thing for your body to be doing what we do. But
and I think it takes 2 weeks to learn the technique.
Oh, it does. I remember when I started as a kid, I was 18 and I thought, shit, I should have done better at school. This is going to be
I should listen to my mother.
A fucking nightmare, But then,
There's never been a kid at school, they say, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? And they go, oh, I want to be a meat cutter. That just doesn't happen.
But we got some young blokes that do it now, and they're unreal. And I can't see them leaving for a long time. Like they absolutely love it.
No. And people think it's about being big and strong but, mate, some of the best carters I've seen are just normal 70-kilo ring and wet.
Yeah. They look like me.
5'6" guys. Yeah. I'll start that again. They're 5'6", ring and wet, 70 kilos. They're not like Mark Field at all. So, but it's not. It's all about the technique. Yeah. You get the technique right, you'll have a crack at doing it, and makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah. For sure.
And once you've got that technique, it looks like a heavy duty job, and it is. But once you're swinging it up and it's on your shoulder, it's all technique then. And like Bear said, it doesn't really matter how big you are, you can still do it. So. Yeah.
And the thing is, if your technique's not right, like you can get by, but when we're doing things like today with 300-kilo bodies, if your technique's not right, you will struggle.
You'll struggle, yeah. So,
yeah. Oh, you've seen me do it. I struggled all right.
Makes it look easy, guys, when the cameras are on.
Just as I turned the camera on, we got to the 300-kilo ones, I'm thinking, I didn't play that rule. And it was my turn.
Could have warmed up.
I was on 4 quarters.
Yes, they are a little bit harder than the old hinds.
I've noticed that when there's 4 of us, I always wait until the third one so I can get the right shoulder hind quarter.
It's like when you're doing bodies, there's 4 of you and you're on 4s and you're thinking, someone just go for a walk.
Someone go for a walk.
Go check a weight or something so I can get back on the hinds. So
there is. That's exactly what it's like, isn't it?
So it is, yeah. So.
Those bigger bodies, the 4s take it out of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're swinging them up,
Yeah. And then, so you're working with your brother. Then where? You two went to Glenmore together?
So Yeah, I was working full time for my brother. Started with him. It was just he had his own truck for about 15 years, and then he asked me if I wanted a job. Said yes. It was time for a change. Went and did that. He was working for 3 different wholesalers at the time. There was the old Peter's Meats Depot.
Yep.
Working for Glenmore, who aren't around anymore, and we were also working for a Hupfat pork sales. Doing those 3, and then my brother's basically put on another couple of guys, and
No, he's got a contracting. He's got a good business.
Yeah, he goes well. He's got about 5 or 6 trucks now. So we went. He ended up going to Strathfield to the meat hall, wholesalers out of there. I basically worked there for 3 years, and then he went into Glenmore, kept working for him there, and then so met my partner who lives up here.
Yep.
I was living in Sydney. It's time to move up here and give it a crack.
Yeah.
The relationship, and just got offered the job from Glenmore, Murray Valley. Sorry. To come up here and do that job, and then did that.
Because you done that Newcastle run for a long time, didn't you?
I did it for over 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a 4-day-a-week gig. So you'd have 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, to load it, to do your load.
Yep.
Because we'd do some Ks.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, in the end there, I was going to Tamworth on Tuesdays.
Yeah. And you were, so you'd drive down from Newey, drive down, load, drive back up, go and do Tamworth and everything, and then
drive
come
down
back,
to Sydney.
go and do that again Thursday.
Load up Sydney, come back up, start basically on the Central Coast, do the Central Coast, Newcastle City, Maitland, get all that knocked over on Monday, and then Tuesday would be straight to Tamworth because of your logbook hours, so you'd go straight to Tamworth early in the morning, and then work your way back through Muswellbrook and Singleton. And then Thursday was no Tamworth, it was just doing your Central Coast, your Newcastle and your Hunter Valley, and then Friday, finish it off on Friday mornings.
Oh, yeah, you made that run your own. Like, we tried to go up against, wasn't so much them we were going up against, it was you.
Well, a good meat carter can change the run.
Yeah.
Like, and I had that with Sydney. Like, Bear was on I think you were on that Campbelltown run when we were in Sydney together, and I won a few customers just through Bear doing the right thing by him.
Yeah.
So, and I've said that in another podcast with the boys with the J&M run. You can have an A-grade salesman and a shit meat carter, and the meat carter can fuck that run, or you can vice versa. You can have a really good meat carter and a B-grade salesman, and the meat carter will actually get the customer relationship is with them. So it is so important,
Oh, that's true. That's 100% right.
Butchers don't want to be having someone come through the back door who's argumentative, doesn't want to help you out.
Yep.
And you see them every day. Like in Sydney, you'd be going to the same shop daily. Like you see them every day. So if you can get that relationship with them and work with them, it just makes it so much easier.
Well, that's what we talk about. Like, if they like you, they're going to get your hooks. They're going to clear a space for you to put your cartons. And you're going to put it in that spot because you want that next time.
Well, it's the same.
They're helping each other out.
It is. It's the same vice versa. I mean, I know, just take a pig, for example. You want it on a long string, or do you want someone to leg it for you? It's a simple thing that can help you guys breaking. Don't make much difference to my day.
No, it doesn't. But they'll grab the hook for you. If they know that you're going to help them out, they're grabbing the hook for you, ready to go, and you're walking in, it actually days a little bit quicker.
It is. And the other thing is too, like I know, like butchers do long hours, you know, 6 days a week, minimum 12 hours a day. You got someone coming in the back door that you like, you're happy to see them.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
you are.
It's only 5 minutes a day, but it can be because a lot of meat carters are characters. You'll get a good laugh out of a meat carter. I've never understood the point where butchers don't want to talk to you because you're there all day in the shop. You'd think you'd be looking forward to that little bit of interaction with someone who's got a bit different perspective on things.
For sure.
Meat carters are always good for a story too. Bears
Exhibit A.
A lot of them we can't speak on here. We'd have to start another podcast, which we're half thinking about doing.
Anyway, that's
I do come with warnings.
No. You've actually a lot's changed for you since them days.
Mate, everything's changed. So when I first started, I was pretty much the same. You'd go in the back of a shop, you just wanted to get done, didn't really want to help out. But now it's, if I go to a shop, I don't do many deliveries these days, But when I go to a shop, mate, I'm happy to chat, talk, help you out, do what I got to do, and it's all about, getting it all done, help everyone out.
But when you decided to come over to Everson's, we told a lot of customers, because you can win customers with meat carters.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So we told a lot of customers you were coming.
Yeah.
And we said, you know Bear. Oh, yeah, I know Bear. I said, yeah, we got him.
Yeah.
How good's that? And they said, that's unreal. And we won a lot of customers with Bear.
Yeah, no, like that's what I said before. A good meat carter can win your customers.
Yeah.
And I'm that good a meat carter, guys. I get out there they let me out of the place about 3 times a month.
No, we try and keep him here because he keeps us.
And you can have shit ones that lose customers. When we've had both both sides of it, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know stories in the past where customers just won't let a person in their shop, and that's the guy who does that run.
Yeah.
But they don't want to deal with him because it's just too much hassle.
That's right.
They'd rather go to a different wholesaler and pay a few extra dollars.
Yeah, that's right. That's
to
right.
get someone who's going to come in the back door and not upset the whole system.
Exactly. And that's why we say that meat carters are such an important part of the industry. They are massive. They can make you or break you.
And we can communicate to you guys what the customers want.
Yes.
So I've had it in the past where a customer on the Campbelltown run, working out of Murray Valley, was constantly sending bodies back because they were too fat.
Yep.
And so the salesman was trying to pick out the best bodies he could, but he'd still send bodies back. And I had him explain to me exactly what part of the body was too fat, and it was a part that we weren't even looking at. Yeah. And once I explained it, mate, we never had another problem.
Even marking lambs up. Even marking lambs up, I'll go, and this has happened with Bear, and I've said, oh, no, give him 24s. He's okay with 24s. Bear said, no, he's not. He carried on last time.
Steve Cartwright.
I didn't know that. So he didn't say anything to me, but he wasn't happy with them.
Yep.
Here I am thinking, I'm going to do it again. Unless you hear from me, you're going to do it again. The Bear said, no. He was dialing up last time.
Yeah. Steve Cartwright does the same thing. Yeah.
And that's the communication that we have because, you guys deal with a lot of customers, a lot of phone calls, and things get lost in translation with phone calls, text messages, but we're there, we see what they're doing in the shop, and if we can translate that to help sell more meat.
And we've got a lot of customers that go, oh, I don't want to upset you, I don't want to ring up, I don't want to waste your time. You're not wasting our time. Well, it's our job, and if we know what you want, and these guys are telling us what you want, all of a sudden life's fixed and no meat's coming back. And
and you don't hear anything. You think you just do the same thing again when you're marking.
No news is good news. That's what you go with,
And that's the other thing too. Like they're not wanting to ring you, but if they can just have a little conversation with me and say, "Look, that lamb there's not exactly what I'm looking for," I can come and translate that back to you when you're picking the meat.
Yeah, that's right. Because the last thing a meat carter wants to do is have meat on their truck.
There's nothing worse, mate, when you take that last one in and they say, "Can you put that back on the truck?" It's not good for me.
Well, imagine having to go take something back from Mount Hutton one day. Imagine that.
Yeah. Oh. And some shops out there are a lot worse to deal with than others.
We were talking about that. I was talking to someone on the weekend about it, and we were talking about shopping centres do not care about deliveries.
No, whoever designs loading docks for shopping centres has never carted meat in there.
Never.
Anything to do with a trolley or an elevator, and you will hear any meat carter whinging about it. Doesn't matter how good they are.
So I've got someone that I could serve tomorrow in Sydney. Oh, we were talking about it.
Oh, there's heaps we could serve in Sydney, and we can't because we send like rigids into Sydney, and if I had a depot in Sydney, you'd have a couple of small trucks, which is like what we've got here, but because just purely to get into some of these joints. Yeah. There's joints that we can't serve just because we can't get in there.
Well, look at Hornsby.
Yeah.
Hornsby. You're going to up the lift 200 metres, 200 metres back, and they got a fruit shop further away. Imagine them.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't think of the retail.
No, when they're designing and they sort of, the major supermarket gets they get the mad dock, and everyone else is just sort of whatever sort of thing. So,
yeah, for sure. Mate, I don't know if you want to talk about this, and we can edit it out if you want, but while you were with Woodward, you had a heart attack?
Yes, I did. Yes. Yep. Had a heart attack. So that was not a great time in life.
No, we're worried about
especially when you got a young kid, two young kids at home.
Yeah.
So Mrs. was struggling. So, but it was kind of a good thing because it's changed the way that we do things at home. Yep. So we've changed our life. I've changed my health regime. Yep. Sort of looking after myself a bit better.
Oh, we're talking about that. Don't worry about
that. So, and it sort of, in the end, it got me out of the truck, doing the long hours in the truck because it was stressful.
Yep.
So now
spending so much time away from home.
Yep. I wouldn't Mondays and Thursdays I would see my kids for an hour.
Yep.
So, but yeah, had the heart attack and things have changed and we're going better now. So,
and it's not perfect timing for a heart attack, but it was actually perfect timing when you came to us. We had a bloke retire.
Yeah.
And he slotted into that role. Like Bear's in the truck every now and then, but not. He's mainly here. Sort of, doing things here. So
he helps us here and does a great
perfect,
job.
So
I basically go out in the truck when they're sick of me. When they've had enough of me, they send me out on the road.
Or Brando stuffed an order up. Bear's Bear and Tao forget the call up.
We've had enough of Bear taking the piss out of us. We go, all right, no, you get out of here.
Now, in Brando's defence, guys, the reason he stuffs orders up is because he cannot see the top of the bench and he can't reach his phone. So he's got to get a translator for them ones.
Yeah, but no, you had the heart attack. You came to us, and you were heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I was a big fatty.
What were you weighing in at?
When I started here, probably 130 odd.
Yep.
And that still wasn't the heaviest I've ever been in my life. So,
Yeah, so you got out to 130.
yep.
And then, again, as part of the new bear, you've gone and had the surgery.
Yep, had weight loss surgery, sort of basically was recommended to me because in my family we do have a history of heart problems.
Yep.
So the doctor basically said, if you want to get to the age that your mum made it to, I recommend you do this.
Yep.
And when your partner's sitting there next to you, you don't get a chance to say yes or no. It's
A right answer and a wrong answer.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's well. The right answer is I don't get to say it. She just jumps in and goes yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we had that done, and it's just been the best thing that I've ever done for the boys and for Carly, my partner. So it's no looking back.
Yeah. Oh, and you're looking unbelievable. Like people that look at this, they're going to go, "Oh, is that bear?"
Yeah.
Like I say it every morning.
Yep.
And I've had the surgery as well. So that's But what you got up to 130?
130 when I was here. Yeah.
What are you sitting at now?
101.
Yeah. And you still got a little bit to go.
Still want to lose more.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want to get down to?
Oh, mate. No real number in my mind.
Yep.
Just where I'm going to feel comfortable. At least 95, but I reckon I can lose more and
Yep.
do it
But
comfortably.
you're still very fit. Like
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you're not going to see me going for a 4-minute marathon, but you know,
we don't want that, mate.
You see me in the morning, I'll run up and downstairs, and
Yeah.
you know, and
I actually had to tell you the other day, no running.
yes, yes.
I said, no running, mate. You're making me look bad.
No, well, you know, it's not hard to make you look bad. But,
No, it's pretty easy.
no.
But no, that's good, and you feel a hell of a lot better.
oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Get down on the floor with the boys at home, and
Yeah.
you know,
Now, if there's anyone out there thinking about doing it, talk to someone about it
yes.
because
I can honestly say the best thing that had when I went through it, because we had to wait 12 months for private health insurance to kick in.
Yep.
It's a massive difference financially.
Yep.
And I had Mark on my side because I'd only ever heard the horror stories.
Yeah.
And I had Mark on my side telling me how he went through it and what he did. And it just made it so much easier to go through.
Yep.
I can guarantee, because when I went for my operation, mate, I went down into the room, they get you ready for the op, and you go into the next room to wait to go into the operating room, and I sat there for 3 hours because they had complications. And if I hadn't have gone through the talks with you, I can guarantee I probably would have sat there shitting myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I was just sitting there going, well, this is just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and let me tell you, if anyone ever wants to message us, email us, whatever, and say, I'm thinking about doing it, no problem.
yeah, happy to have a chat.
Yep.
Happy to.
Yeah.
Because it's just done nothing but good things in my life.
Oh, me too. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed. I was gout-ridden.
Yep.
I get gout now, and it's only a tiny little amount. I know what it's from. It's from the lollies.
Yep.
And, I would not, I could not
Yeah.
say anything bad about doing that surgery.
And for someone like me who was that big and out of shape, like, I'll get up and go to work, but it's your home life that suffers.
Yep.
Because you put all your energy into your work
Yeah.
because you've got bills to pay and kids to feed. And then when you get home, you've got nothing left.
Well, how tired are you carrying an extra 30 kilos every time?
I notice it now. It's
Yeah.
just, it's a big difference.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if they put a backpack on with 30 kegs in it
Yeah.
and said walk around all day, you'd
Yeah.
No, but don't put it on your back. Put it on your front.
Yeah. It's a
And
difference.
you wonder why your hammies are fucked. You wonder
wonder
why
why
your
your back's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it's on the front. Like, it's pulling you down.
Yep.
And what do pregnant women say?
Oh, I can imagine what they
Yeah.
go through.
Oh,
Well,
pregnant women usually say to you, you did this to me.
You did.
This is your
this
fault.
is your fault.
And it was my absolute pleasure.
No, but that's the thing. Like, they're pregnant for 12 months. Like, I was overweight
9.
for
9, actually.
9 months, yeah. No, but I'll tell you 12. Sorry, ladies. Can you edit that out, Stu? No, Stu will keep
Don't upset
it
the
in
ladies.
just to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
No, so they're pregnant for 9 months. I know they done it again. 9 months. But we were pregnant for how long?
Oh, mate.
And wondered why we were so busted and why
Yeah.
things were no good.
Yeah. So, but mate, with that 9-month pregnancy, oh jeez, you got to hear about it every day. When you're the fella, I tell you, it's a tough 9 months.
Carly's going to kick your ass.
tell her all the
Saying that,
time.
I wouldn't swap with them. It's just, oh, geez, it'd be a bastard. You know, carrying it around for that long, and then that last sort of month, they must be so uncomfortable. You know.
Well, we got the Frenchman
Yeah,
and Monique.
yeah. Well, he'd nearly. We should.
I should be popping that out.
You'd hope so. Yeah. Anyway, I told him what to do to bring it on.
Curry.
Be a man.
Is that what you mean?
I told him to take a 4-wheel driving, but I don't know what you told her.
You know. There's one thing that'll bring it on. Work for me anyway.
Nah, but yeah, the weight loss thing, I'd definitely recommend it.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
Yeah.
And talk to someone who's done it, guys. Like, no good ringing me about it. Don't ring me because I wouldn't know a thing about it, and I'll tell you something that I've heard but I don't really know. Talk to someone that's done it. It's like anything. Don't talk to your mate or your parents. Or talk to someone that's actually had it done, and they can tell you what really goes on. You know?
Well, I know a few blokes that are a bit worried, like a bit ashamed of it, and say, "Oh, yeah, they've been told it's the easy way." Oh, it's not the easy way.
It's not easy.
Oh, no.
And it hasn't been. It happened in March. It hasn't been easy.
No.
You still got. And I was thinking, yeah, it's the easy way, but it's not.
Yeah.
And the other thing is too, you go through a lot of, like you have a lot of troubles.
Yeah.
So to talk to someone who's been through it,
Yep.
so you know that it's normal when you've had your operation.
you know what
this
to
is what you're
expect.
going to go through. This is how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. Oh, and everyone's different, but
Yep.
I mean, I've had nothing but good things.
Yeah.
And I've got nothing but good things to say about it. And anyone that is sitting at a bench and spending 12 hours on a bench and thinking, how bad's this?
Yep.
Go and look into it. Like, Bear done it through his private health fund. I done it through my super. That was something that Amos was unbelievable with, Australian Food Super.
I was going to say, what are they called now? Australian. We always call them Amos guys
Yeah.
because we're just dealo, but yeah, Australian Food Super.
Yeah, Australian Food Super, yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
They were unbelievable with helping me and do it. But yeah, I mean, imagine, yeah. You think about putting 30 kilos on you and you lose 5 just thinking, no, I don't want to do that ever again.
Yeah.
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 Right.
No.
So, but yeah, if you're ever thinking about it, give us a shout out and we'll talk you through it. No problem at all. I'd highly recommend it and
Yep.
and talk you. And you can try it. Like both of us, Bear, you would have done it as well. We grew up playing football. We know how to train.
Yeah.
We know how to be fit.
Just
But
get
you-
yourself into a rut, mate, and you just can't get yourself out of it. Well, that was my problem anyway.
Me
I know
too.
other people are different, but that was my problem, and it was the option out for me,
Yeah.
and I took it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
glad I did.
Yeah, and wouldn't look back.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's all about getting those kilos off. If you can do it just by exercising or dieting or whatever, good on you. If you can't, you get to the point and go, right, I can't, like it's, for whatever reason, you can't fit it into your schedule or whatever, go and get it. There's no shame in getting it off,
Nah.
getting it done, you know.
Because the hard part, it's not the easy part. The hard part is actually keeping it off.
Yes. And it's all about, mate, just getting healthy and losing weight. That's what it's not about how you got there.
Yep.
It's the end result.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I would rather train every day. Like, for me to go into a surgery, it'd have to, you know, like it's that, for me, it wouldn't be the easy way.
And that's unbelievably.
For me, it
She's
would
in
not-
trouble trying to get him to go to the doctor.
Nah, we're still trying. Well, I got to go to the doctor, guys, get yourself checked. But yeah, to get me to surgery, I'd run 10Ks a day before going to surgery. So it's not really the easy way out, I don't think. Because you hear people say it's the easy way out, I'm thinking, fuck that, I wouldn't want to do it.
Am I having another shout, Brando?
Yes, please. It's Sunday morning. Oh,
No,
not Sunday,
afternoon.
lunchtime now. So we're having a beer, guys. And Bear's a meat carter, so we can.
That's all right. Times have changed.
Yeah. Bear's not having one?
I'm just going to say, times have changed. I used to have these while I was driving.
The old school meat carters.
The old school meat carters
They used to
used to
get
have
into their work.
A couple out the back of the shop with the butchers, and
Yeah.
them days are gone.
Yeah, what about that? Talk us through that. Like, we're going backwards again, but what was the old days like? How good, how different, how weren't so good? Tell us.
Things were really different back in the day. Things these days, mate, I think butchers are just under so much pressure with costing.
Yep.
But back in the day, when I first started, like when we were doing the fat and bone run, mate, like butchers, back in the day, they had money in their pockets.
Yes.
So I remember one Christmas, we were doing the last load before Christmas. My brother used to do Chinatown and in the city in Sydney.
Yep.
And the only place that takes meat back then was out at Box Hill, which is a good 50-minute drive.
Yep.
And we had to go back to the depot just to unload all the cartons of beer that he had sitting in the cab of the truck.
Where?
Cartons of VB, the butchers will look after you. You'd go in the back of the shop, mate. You'd have a couple of beers in the back of the shop,
Yeah.
mate. Them days are gone, obviously,
Yeah.
and probably for the good.
reason, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the good.
You
Yeah,
know,
100%.
but it sort of takes that social aspect out of it as well.
Yeah. And tips? You used to get a fee for your tips?
Tips, mate, was crazy. You'd doing Campbelltown, doing Marrickville, you'd make about $30 a day in tips.
Yeah.
You'd get lunch given to you, take home a few beers, a couple of cold drinks.
Yep.
But you know, them days are gone, and that's just the economy.
It is.
They want to wipe cash out because they don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame.
It is a
because
shame.
it was a good way to make a little bit of extra money.
It was.
You know, at the end of the week, you know, you'd buy your grog at the end of the week just with your tips that were sitting in the middle of your ashtray in your truck.
Yeah.
But them days are gone. And back in the day, things that have changed the most, I think, since I started actually lumping meat, is the size of the beef and the lamb.
Yes.
Back in the day, lambs were 18 to 21 kilo trade lambs. No one wanted anything over there.
100% right.
I remember looking. So back in the day, you'd be checking how many bodies you'd be doing and what size they were, and your bigger bodies were 220, 230.
Yes.
Now they're over 300 kilos because it's all about the yield.
Yeah.
Because these days you got to make the buck, and there's so much difference. I'd like to know the differences that have changed in the breeding of the animals.
Yeah. Oh, the breeding's got a hell of a lot
The
better.
Euro beef that you get, it's so big but it's lean.
Yeah.
Well, how much? So 30 years ago when he started, how much feedlot cattle would have been around?
Oh, it wouldn't be what there is now. But,
No, it'd be a lot different, wouldn't it?
but there's also there's two types of butchers now with the cod, like and back in the day when Bear started, like I was selling number one bodies for $4.20.
Yes.
Like now they're they're going to get up around close to $11, I think, again. I think that's just my opinion that they're starting to firm up. Lambs are sort of, I think they've hit their peak, but beef's starting to firm up. So you got two types of butchers now. You got the guys that are they want that lighter beef, they want that 170 to 200, and they want to write their money, and it's not as obviously your cuts and that don't weigh as much. That's one theory. Then you get another theory where they go to the 250 kilo plus bodies because they think, well, I want more yield.
Yep.
So there's two, and they both work. It just depends on your shop, your demographic.
Yep.
But there's two. You sort of see there's two butchers at the moment. Like one will want the light, and the others will take the heavy for the yield. So
Yeah. Oh, and that's what they want. And that's what they get.
yeah.
And I suppose the other thing that's changed is you probably got apprentices out there right now who wouldn't even know what a fat and bone truck is.
Yes.
Because no one gets it picked up.
No.
There's nowhere to take it in Sydney and the Hunter Valley region.
Yep.
So back in the day, like I said, we had the old tubs, slide tubs, and then towards the end of before my brother got out was when they brought in the hydraulic lifters with the bins.
Oh, the bin, yeah.
Yeah. So, but mate, we used to go to Glenmore and pick up a couple of ton of offcuts every day, fat and bone.
Yep.
And there was
And I don't think there's the boning rooms around anymore, is there?
Oh God, no!
They're
In
doing it
Sydney,
all out of the abattoir.
No,
mate, you
no,
had-
there's
Cooney and Sons.
yeah, there's a lot of boning rooms there used to be, and even probably before our time more so. There was a hell of a lot more boning rooms in Sydney now.
Yeah.
Now they're few and far between.
Well, they're doing it all at the abs, aren't they?
It's all coming in boxes now. So.
Yeah.
Coming down in boxes and broken meat, like that's how we work down here. We get a lot of broken stuff.
Yep.
So, which
Oh,
is
it's just all about service.
yeah, it is.
It is, and that's what we're doing. That's what everyone's. You have to.
Well, it's all about efficiencies now. Like your little
Yeah.
boning rooms where they buy their meat in from somewhere else, unload the semi, bone it. I used to run one of them. You're up against guys that are processing it and pushing it into another room and boning it, and they're boning those 300 kilo plus cattle. That's the other thing that's changing.
And when you were doing it, so they've stopped doing that. There's no one else in Sydney doing it. They're not replacing the ones that are closing.
No, it's
Like,
just
like you said about that Peter's Meats.
Yep.
Like that was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, he was huge. That was a massive setup. He had his own depot.
Yeah.
To cover
He
cover
did.
his meat. Yep.
Yeah. And he had what 20? Oh, he would have had 25 to 30 shops.
I think it was around 29.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a massive job.
Yep.
No one's replaced that. Like no one's gone in and doing that now, especially not in Sydney.
no.
So the abattoirs have to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. And the fat and bone job, like I remember anyone would go around and pick up 5 or 6 bins.
Yep.
Now, like they'd go to a shop and half the bin's full.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So there's no efficiency in the fat and bone job either.
No, there's not. There's
Yeah.
not.
And even the boning room I was at, like we'd put off 10 to 12 bins a day. You
Yeah.
know, like that was just fat and bone.
Yeah.
So,
But no, there's a lot of differences now, eh?
Yeah, there is. Yes, things have changed. So
Now, you're going to be doing a bit with us. Is that exciting or is it nerve-wracking dealing with us two more?
look, I do it with you two on a daily basis. So it's I know what to say and what not to say to you two clowns. It's all good.
No, but so, yeah, obviously you'll get around with us a little bit more. We're going to try and find a bit more stuff for you to do on the podcast side of it.
Yep.
You're a bit better looking than us too as well, so
better spoken.
Jesus,
Now-
that's not a shout out there, guys.
not that hard to
Nah,
do.
oh mate, I got a head like a smashed crab.
Yeah.
So
But the worst thing about Bear is there's a lot of things that he says that we're not allowed to put on here.
Oh, I'd love to do a just say whatever you want on here. It would,
Yeah.
this fella would be on here full time.
Yeah, he'd have their full-time one-liner.
Be on the ground laughing.
Yeah.
I do have some stories, but unfortunately,
Oh, he's got some stories, yeah.
a lot of them are the after hours show.
Yeah. Which, I don't know, one day maybe. One day.
Yeah.
We'd like to do one called the Real Meat Game.
Well, let's just say, I'll put it this way. I sit at home with Carly and tell her stories of the old days, and she just shakes her head.
Yeah.
And I don't think she believes me, but unfortunately the stories are true.
They're there.
Some of the
Absolutely.
people that I've met doing this are absolute lunatics.
Yeah.
Oh, you could
And-
write a book.
oh.
If I kept a diary from when I started, when I was say 16, I started to where I am now, I could write a book, and you'd read it and you go, these people can't. This must be fake. Like
Yeah.
they're real. There's some
Yeah.
really good people, but also some absolute lunatics. They get the job done, but they're just
Yeah.
Well, you look at back in the day before I started doing it. So where my brother was working, mate, they'd go in on a Monday and they'd do a 6-ton dasher and then come back and do another load.
Yeah.
And they'd have to park their truck into the gutter, turn it off, put it in gear so it wouldn't roll away because you had that much weight on the truck.
Yeah.
So them days are gone,
Yes.
They do a dasher into the city. We were doing it in Murray Valley. They do a dasher into the city,
and
then
it's not for everyone.
and then come back and reload.
Yeah.
So them days are gone. We don't do dashes. Them days are gone.
Yeah.
But like who wants to do that? And it's hard these days to find people who want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not for everyone.
And again, they'd have to go into the city shops, 4 a.m. or earlier, just to get in there, because after 8 o'clock, you're not going to be able to get in there.
Well, P drops at before 6 a.m. If you're there after 6 a.m., the bus zones kick in. You can't get
Yeah,
parking.
you're gone, yeah.
And you just get fines everywhere.
Yeah.
So hard, eh?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, the fines, isn't it? That's a nightmare.
It is. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we go into the city out of here, and if they're not there by 8:30, you got blokes pulling the boom gates up on them.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
And taking pleasure in doing it.
They're just trying to do their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got meat carters just trying to do their job,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they're trying to lift the because
Yeah.
that's what the council says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let this bloke do his job. He doesn't want to walk 100 or 150 or what are they, 340 kilo bodies. So that's into quarters. They got to run them 100 metres if
Yeah.
they don't get there by 8:30.
Yeah. 75
hard
kilo carries.
Yeah,
And you've
see,
got to
Bear's
do,
better at maths than me.
you got to do 4 of them a body.
Yeah.
And some of them places down in Sydney, mate, some of them shops, what they do is it's off the charts how much meat they get.
Yeah.
Like I would tell stories of some of the shops I did, 15 bodies a day, 30 lambs, and they'd get 50 pigs a day.
Yep.
Every day. And people would look at you and go, no. And I'd like, mate, that is seriously how it goes.
No, and they wouldn't. Then people wouldn't believe. Like you go back to the volumes and that used to go out, and people go, no, that's bullshit.
Bear, what about the pork that used to go into the Asian shops down there? Or probably still does go into the Asian shops.
Still
down
does, because that's their number one thing down there. So there's 2 places, Eastwood and Auburn.
there. Yep.
So Auburn's got an alleyway there. You'll do
alleyway,
You'll
that's
do
what it's
4
called, yeah.
shops in that alleyway,
Yep.
and you'll do 200 pigs a day.
And that's your truck, isn't it?
That's your truck. You could go there every day. Like they probably buy beef, lamb, and pork from different places. But if all of it went on one truck, you'd do them 4 shops, and you'd fill your truck.
Yep.
The amount of meat they go through is crazy. And
That's
then
phenomenal.
Eastwood is the same. Like mate, I remember going to
Cabramatta,
Eastwood.
like-
Yeah.
Eastwood on a Monday, you'd do 1 shop. You'd be there. There'd be a truck in there unloading. You'd go in there. He'd have 20 trunks. You'd take in 20 trunks, and there'd be another truck waiting to get on the dock when you leave.
To put another 20 trunks in
Put
there.
another 20 trunks of pork in there.
Yeah.
So some
Oh,
of the
it's nuts, isn't
places are just, the amount of meat they go through. Like we serve a guy here down in Canberra. The amount of meat he goes through is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Some of the
that's
shops-
not an Asian shop. That's a
No, that's
a
a
halal
halal shop,
Yep.
and it's just crazy how much meat some places go through
Yeah.
compared to others.
Well, we just had to shunt that truck just then.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
Well, that was a regular
I thought I was-
occasion back
yeah.
in the day when you'd load your truck to shut your
Oh,
doors.
shunting, yeah.
You'd have to drive forward as fast as you could.
jam the brakes on.
Jam on the brakes so your load would move forward just so you could shut your doors.
Shut your doors, yeah.
Shunting.
Yeah,
Shunting, yeah.
a bit of shunting. So it was
Yeah.
back in the day. It was just quantity was off chops. These
Yeah.
days, it's more about quality.
It is.
And Cryovac meat wasn't as strong back in the day. There was a lot more hanging meat. And I noticed that when I was down in Victoria, they use a lot more hanging meat than what we do up here. We're getting very box meat orientated. Whereas down in Victoria, they're still very fresh meat orientated. Down there.
Yeah. Do you think that's the nationalities that are buying
Yeah,
the
it's
meat?
just it's such a different market. You wouldn't think so. It's in the same country, but I went down there. It was just so different to the selling wise and what they use, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. So
Bear, what about the characters you meet in the meat centre?
The meat centre.
You spent a bit of time there?
Yeah, no, there's plenty of guys down there. So you had a great mix down there of guys that had been around for a long time. There was a guy down there, Billy Favers.
Yes.
So he said to me one day, he goes, do you want me to bring in my old books? Like, because he'd been in it forever. Yeah. And he brought in his old books, and I was surprised, like, back in the 60s and 70s when he was doing it, pigs were like 40 kilos. Trade pigs were 40 kilos.
Wow.
And he showed me his books, and I think he was surprised that I was actually a young fella, was excited, was happy to look at, and so guys like that, there's plenty of guys down there that have been there a long time.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of characters that I just can't really talk about because people would not believe some of the things that these people do.
Yeah.
So we pulled up. I'd only just started with my brother, and we pulled up at that alleyway.
Yep.
He was in front of us, so it was before 6 a.m. We had to wait for the shops to open at 6. And I'm in the truck with my brother, and he just turns to me and goes, "You watch this bloke, he's an animal." He gets out of the truck, and he walks up to us, and he goes, "Crackers, how are you, mate?" He goes, "Yeah, good, mate, how are you?" He goes, "Yeah," he goes, "Got any empty cans in your truck?" This is before 6 a.m. He goes, "Yeah, what do you need?" He goes, "I want to make a can bong." And this is before 6 a.m.
Yeah, wow.
And so, and these are the things you see, some of them. There's another guy I know. I won't mention his name. So before I was working full-time, I was down in Victoria working with trotting horses. And I come home, bit of a holiday, and I went to work with my brother one Friday morning. And he had a big day on. He used to do the Manly run. Yeah. And so he had a big day on. So he said that a guy who worked in the boning room, he said, goes, "Come with us offside with us." He goes, "I'll fix you up." He goes, "Yeah, no worries." So we get in the truck. It's about 6:30 by the time they finish loading the truck. And he turns to me brother and he goes, "Got anything to drink in here?" And he goes, "Mate," "there's a can of beer rattling around in here somewhere." So he's tearing this truck apart behind the chairs, ripping bloody cushions up, and he finds this can of drink. It had been rattling around in the truck that long, it was polished chrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Middle of summer, warm day, and all you could hear was
No problem.
straight down the hatch. Yeah. And he's like, "That'll get me going until we get to the early opener."
Well, there was a gentleman that worked here, and he used to talk about early openers a bit. And he used to be meat carter as well. Yep. And, he's got some stories about early openers, mate.
So
wasn't he a member of a yacht club, and he doesn't own a boat? He was like the treasurer or something. No one
open early enough.
Yeah, there was an early opener, but he said, "I don't even own it." Because they said to old mate, they said, "You want to be the treasurer?" He said, "Mate, I don't even own a boat."
They said, "That's okay. You can just turn up. You spend the most money here."
Yeah. So, and that same fella, another story, he was working at a shop. They had a manager, a 2IC, and then about 3 butchers.
Yes.
So it was a Thursday night, late trading. So it was, I don't know, 6 o'clock. The butcher who managed the shop had to ring up the local pub and put it over the PA system. "Anyone who works at such and such a butcher shop, can you get back there now? I need help with the customers."
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, but that was just what it was like. The guys just like to have a drink.
Yeah.
Fortunately, those days are gone because there's a lot of accidents,
Yeah.
So you'd have, people would load the truck and they'd have a stubby hidden in the pig's ass halfway, a couple of rails in, so you could have one as you were going and keep it cold, So you hear stories of butchers putting pigs through bandsaws and beer bottles cracking everywhere because, butchers, meat carters aren't the smartest fellas, so they would forget them.
And they forget to take them out.
Yes,
that's right. Yep.
Yes. So, but mate, there's plenty of characters. And I think it's just a job that endears itself to those kind of people.
Yep.
You're not going to get a straighty 180 who's an accountant, ex-accountant, or an ex-school teacher.
No, it's horses for courses, isn't it? And an accountant wouldn't be able to do it.
Yep.
Like they'd be,
Because the one thing I learned with this job, especially back then, don't think about it.
Yeah.
When you're driving to the shop going, "I've got 8 bodies and 10 pigs and 10 lambs, how's this? Oh, it's going to take forever to get off." You're stuffed before you get there.
I've said that, I've said that to the young blokes that start. I said, don't let your head get in the way of your body.
Yep.
Your body is heaps stronger than your head is.
Yeah.
So don't overthink it. You think about it, you won't get the job done.
Yeah. So if you can just tune out and think of something else, which is not hard for me, especially if a young lady walks past, the concentration, it's just gone. But yeah, that's the best way to get through it.
Yeah.
So just, and that's why sometimes things get missed. A bag of offal might get left on the truck, and that's usually the, because back in the day when I first started at Glenmore, they were all contractors.
Yes.
And they never got paid to do offal.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was like they had an agreement. Because you never did a lot of offal unless it was Greek Easter.
Yep.
You'd go from doing 20 kilos of offal a day to 2 tonne. But so they did it for free. So back in the day, it was never but now, I'll do a shop now and then, and you get to the next one and it's like, back we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's like that now, though. If they don't get their offal,
it's a drama. Like you can nearly lose their order if they don't get their offal. Like especially the Middle Eastern shops and that we serve, mate.
Yep.
They don't get the brother.
Yeah.
No offal on docket, no offal in my chiller, brother.
Yeah, I only bought the 24s because
Yeah, they bought the 4-quarters to get the offal because
Yeah.
we won't just go there for offal. So if they don't get their offal, you got a bit on, you know.
that's right. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you do have to go back. I think I even sent a young bloke back on
You do. It's
on Friday because of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, I forgot to take that off.
if it's my stuff up, I'll go and fix it.
Yeah.
If it's Brando's, mate, that's his problem.
Brandon get the phone call.
You know, and Brando does get a lot of phone calls, guys. So,
Yeah, what time are you finishing? Why is that? I need to go to the Central Coast.
oh, he's done that to me a couple of times.
Oh. There is one, and it's pretty hard to get to, actually. Brandon, even he had to race down there and finish and
Yeah,
fix
I
it.
learnt one the hard
I
way.
won't
Like
be doing that one again.
a lot of my life lessons were the hard way, and the traffic was just a nightmare. So that's one order. I double, triple check.
That's
Actually-
one way in, one way out.
One way in, one way out.
That shop, it was a Friday, and he come up to me. It was a couple of months back, and he goes, "Bear, can you do such and such for me?" And I'm like, I think he saw the disappointment in my
He
face,
just gave me the look, and I thought,
and he's like, "Bear, I'll do it."
Bear starts at 2 a.m. And
Yeah.
I thought, hang on, I know the shop you're talking about. Yeah, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
So,
No, for sure. But mate, yeah, we're looking forward to you coming on here a bit more and helping us out a little bit. So that'll be unreal. And you do talk better than both of us, so that's really good.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to comment because I'll get myself in trouble.
I was blown away. I watched that KTP podcast, and I was crook at the time. I was on the couch, and I thought, how good's this bloke? I said to Nat, come and have a look at the bear.
How did you get the name Bear?
Oh,
Hairy or
no,
white
not
or-
not hairy.
It's not because you're
Mate,
cute and cuddly.
It's because I'm cute and cuddly.
No, it's not.
No, it's mate. When I first started, my nickname was Buff,
Yep.
and my brother just
Crackers still calls you Buff. Yeah.
No, he calls me Buffer Bear now. So, and then I don't know. I think if you ask my brother, he'll tell you because it's like to put sticks and mud up my ass and hibernate. But I don't believe that's true. So I think mate, I'm pasty white. I probably look like a polar bear,
Polar bear, yep.
and I can be cuddly at times.
You
So,
give us a few cuddles in the truck every now and then.
Yes. I'm trying to say that without sounding like too much of a creep. But I think that's just all it is. Yeah, and it's Stark, mate. I'm a man with 1,000 nicknames.
Yep.
Like, as Brandon said, my last name's Fitzpatrick. If I hear someone call me Fitzy, my head snaps around and I perk up because that's someone from my past
Yep.
that I would have grew up with.
Yeah.
Because I don't get called that anymore. So, yeah. But
And his brother's name is Crackers, and I remember the first time I come across Crackers, I said to Kathy Watkins, I said, how am I going to know which one's Crackers? He said, oh, no, you'll know.
usually with my brother, you hear him before you see him
Absolutely.
I said, what's he look like? He said, oh, no, you'll know when you meet him.
How did he get the nickname?
because he is
He's
crackers.
just a
Yeah, I know,
lunatic. He's just
lunatic.
Crackers.
He is a
He's
lunatic.
just, and he's been that way. Mate, he was a quiet kid. Found out what grog and women were, and that was it. That was it. That
Because
was.
he was quite good at footy, wasn't he?
He was a good player. Yeah. He was a good player. He played at the Rabbits when he was a bit of junior football and that. And funny story, he had to go to court one day, and the first grade coach at South was Alan Jones.
Yep.
And Alan Jones actually wrote him a letter of reference, character reference. And the judge was going through the paperwork, and at the end he was like, I think he was getting about ready to drop the hammer and say, "You're," and then he looked and he went, "You're right, off you go."
Wow.
Yes. So
Yeah, right. So you
Yeah.
got him off it.
yes.
Yeah, right.
So
We won't ask what it was for.
no, we'll keep some secrets to ourselves. So
That's on the other. That's
Yes.
on the other one. What's an M-rated version of something you two have done, like working together?
Look, I'd rather not say because it all involves drinking and stupidity.
Yeah.
We were there one night on a Friday night and somehow ended up with a trail bike in the back of his work truck. And the next day we had to put it into a box trailer and take it back with our tails between our legs.
Sorry, we borrowed this.
Yes, and come up with a story. We still don't know how it ended up in the back of the truck. So just...
Because you two used to live together.
Yeah. So I used to live in his granny flat down the back and I was working for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was hard to get a sickie. Yes.
Oh, crackers! I won't be into work today. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm already out the front.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, we had lots of fun. So
That would have been unreal working with your brother.
it was good. And it was good to have him. Like, I still the first thing he ever taught me, and I don't know if you've noticed it, when I walk through doors, I've always got to shut the door in the fridge. So the first thing he ever taught me, always shut the door in the fridge.
Oh, we hear it. It's loud too. Make sure it's.
Oh, that's only when I got the shits. And that doesn't happen all that often.
Nah, not anymore. No, not at all.
But, we had lots of fun, carrying on, mate, just being silly.
You's always, the both of you, when we were all at Murray Valley together, and you's always had a smile on your face.
Yes.
Always. You's always laughing, always had a smile. And the biggest thing about you two, you's always took the piss out of someone, but you were taking the piss out of yourselves as well. Like, it was nothing was ever too serious.
Even at Murray Valley, we were doing massive. We were doing like over 400 tonne a week, but we'd go and load the trucks, and you'd be pissing yourself.
You'd look forward to it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I remember I was working for my brother, doing lots of hours, and I was doing 6-day weeks with crackers.
Yeah.
You'd work Saturday or Sunday, rotate each week.
Yeah.
And I had the shits with the world big time. And I just said to myself, mate, you spend most of your time of your life at work.
Yeah.
Why be miserable? Just find the good side in it.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You work in a meet, mate. Even here, the boys here are just great, like Hemi's always good for a one-liner.
Just taking the piss out of each other,
And I can tell you now, at Murray Valley, one of the wildest ones I met was Nat.
Oh, yes.
Nat, when I first met Nat, I used to think, holy shit, what is this woman on about? Top bird, but, and, mate, I haven't seen Nat for years, but I think, I always remember Nat because it's just the way she was.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's always, that's like our household, like everything's a piss take. Now she's got 2 offspring that are just like her, I go home and just get the absolute piss taken out of me, worse than here.
Where did you come from?
Them
taking the piss out of you.
Them taking the piss out of me, calling me a midget. Cranky little midget,
But that's it, mate. I love taking the piss out of people, and I love having people take the piss out of me.
Yeah.
And that's why I love footy, rugby league, because I love the banter.
Yeah.
I cop it because I'm a Shark supporter, but I just love having a go at people.
Yeah.
I remember
you want to try being a Parramatta supporter.
No, hey.
And I'm only bringing that up because we had a little win on the weekend over the Chooks, didn't we, Fieldy?
Yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys.
So I know I'm not going to buy a grand final ticket yet, but it was good.
It's on the cards.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I was happy.
And the Roosters were terrible.
No, Parra were very good.
That Moses, he's just... Oh, I can't stand the bloke, but geez,
I've been a big critic of his for a lot of time.
So is Mark.
The last couple of years, he's actually stood up and shown. And he's shown this year, when he's not there, mate, they're a basket case.
Yep.
When he's playing, they can knock anyone off.
Yep.
And the Fox, they're starting to,
Oh, he played well, actually. He played really good.
Yeah.
And Lomax.
Lomax played well.
Lomax is a winger all day long.
On the wing,
Yeah.
It's worth his weight in goal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and why you'd want to be a centre instead of a winger, I got no idea. He's that good.
Yeah. I know we're getting off the game, but mate, in this day and age, wingers are more important to a side than what a centre is.
I agree.
Oh, they can be bigger,
I agree.
100% more try scorers than, And you remember when you were young, if you're on the wing, you put the little fella out on the wing.
Yeah, that's right.
Now your wingers are scoring more tries than your
they're
centres.
specialists, aren't they?
Oh, well, they
You
are.
play a lot of wing, did you?
I played wing at 123 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Anyway.
Bet you weren't as quick as Jonah Alone.
No, I wasn't, and definitely wasn't effective either.
Wasn't he unbelievable, Jonah?
He was good.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah,
he
he
passed
had
on.
kidney problems. Yeah.
Big unit, though, wasn't he? He just
massive.
roll him over,
Yeah. Oh, nothing would have been able to float.
And now they're all like that.
Yeah.
He was the mould that
He
started.
was, he did start it, didn't he? Because he didn't always put a big fella on the wing, and people had started putting bigger fellas out on the wing and just charging,
And that
League,
first
ain't
World
you?
Cup in South Africa that they played, mate, he was unbelievable.
He just,
a
he
beast.
just destroyed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was like Lamo. Like he'd do a run down the wing, and then you got a fullback or a centre trying to stop him. It's not happening, mate. You need a prop to stop.
Lomu on the wing at his prime was like Mark Fields in the back of a truck when the camera's on. You could not stop him.
I went all right today.
Yeah. So we got to have a camera in there more
Set
often.
the tripod up more often.
Yes.
Don't have to turn it on. Just set a tripod
Just
up.
put
and
it. Just
he's
get
on.
an old phone that don't work.
He's straight in there.
Yeah.
What about Hemi? Can we have this on Monday to Friday?
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Why does everyone put shit on you when we do a live? You love your lives, and everyone just gives it to you.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think they think that I don't do anything during the day.
Whether you're cooking something or you're unloading meat or you're
Oh,
breaking something up, they just don't miss you.
I wish I'd done something the other day. I was doing some crumbing. Me and Christy were doing some crumbing, chicken thighs and that, and I made such a mess. She goes, "You're never doing this again." I said, "I'm going to do a live." She goes, "And I'm going to tell everyone how shit you are at it." I don't know. But the live's good fun.
yeah. sound like me. I boil an egg, mate. I use 3 pots, 5 plates, mess the kitchen up.
I should put it on here. I got Christy yelling at me once, and she's got a knife. She goes, "This is what you don't see. This is behind the scenes."
Yeah.
And she's sitting there washing up. So, yeah, always copping it. But nah, this is our little introductory for the bear.
Yeah, just so you all know the bear. We'll get him on from time to time.
Yeah.
We'll probably get Nat on again down the track, just to add a bit more craziness to it. But yeah, Bear will be a bit like Nat. He'll come on from time to time. So
yeah, just to help us out as well. We're gonna spread ourselves out a little bit. So yeah, Bear's gonna help us out with that. So thank you very much, mate.
No worries.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Welcome to the Bear.
Welcome.
That's us.
righto, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We'll touch base again on Thursday. Bye for now.
Bye for now.